Hotep, Shalom, Namaste, Kol Asher Hava, K Tiadas. Today I'm going to tell you how to alkaline your diet and why you should never eat meat. First and foremost, meat is another living entity. It's consciousness. You never destroy consciousness and taste it for its flesh. That's wicked. You never eat another entity. You never eat another animal. You never eat another human. You do not destroy something that is conscious for the sake of its taste. That is wicked and vile. Go back and study my 6 sins of the senses video, and you will see exactly what I'm talking about. But for those of you who eat meat, you are not a factor. You're weak, you're disgusting, and you've already been destroyed according to your reality. Why do I say this? Look at this. Do not take my words as something that's too harsh. I'm telling you this because that's how you view that creature you've ate. You are what you eat. If you want to eat an animal, what's stopping an alien from eating you? An alien got the right to eat you. Since you have the right to take another life, that alien has the right to take your life. Correct? And since he's a superior to you by intelligence, he can eat you just as that fish animal was inferior to you by intelligence because you believe you can eat him. This is why the world is in the state that is in, because there is no unity, there is no oneness. Nobody actually believes that we are supposed to be in tune with nature. Nobody believes that you should be able to live without working or live without food. Nobody truly believes you can live without money. So since you believe that you can do the things that you do and have no consequence for it, your punishment will be that much harder. Your punishment will be that more just. But the meat eaters, nah. There is no rest for the wicked. But listen to me on this, ladies and gentlemen, devas and devis. Listen to me closely. If you eat meat, it is no different than a higher entity coming down and eating you. Not only that, but you must take into consideration that these animals have families. And they're brought to a slaughtered house. They was bred in captivity. And not only that, but they are given modified genes to satisfy your taste. And you see nothing wrong with it. Then keep eating meat. You will not make the ascension into godhood, into the God body. And when the God bodies rise, you will fall. Because you was told to stop doing this. But you want to keep eating meat. What you just did is cook a dead animal. Something that was living, you cooked it and put cheese on it and ketchup on it. That's evil. That's evil. But you don't take my word for it. You're going to see. You're going to see how evil it is when the same happens to you. Nobody on this earth, no human has the right to eat another living entity. It is conscious. So how can you even consider something like that even worth eating or worth wanting to taste, worth even devouring? Sometimes it's more of a hey, there's no need to talk. Let's just start destroying things type of message. You know what I'm saying? Like you God bodies, y'all know what I'm talking about. Because when the time comes, there's going to be a lot of bloodshed. And unfortunately, it's going to be a lot of people who has to get off this planet in order for it to be beautiful again. There's going to be a lot of people who's going to have to get off of this planet for this planet to be beautiful. And not 10%, 97% of you humans, y'all have to go. That's how it's going to be in the end. Because we can't have harmony with women twerking. We can't have harmony with men fighting and want to be hood rats and gangsters. We can't have that type of harmony. We can't have harmony on this world, and you have races running around and people saying white privilege don't exist. You can't have harmony like that. You can't have harmony in a society where you have billionaires all over the planet, but there's third world countries. We can't have harmony with you people. I speak on behalf of all enlightened people when I say a lot of you is going to have to go. Now you can make this shift. A lot of you can stay if a lot of you wake up. But a lot of you won't do that. So a lot of you have to get left because you won't do what's right. But don't take my word for it. Sit back and watch events unfold. Don't listen to me. Listen to the sun when it gets hotter and you see people around you burning up, bursting into flames, because all this is going to go. All of this is going to go. The trees, the leaves, the grass, all of this is going to burn. A new heaven will be made. A new heaven will be created on this earth. And you may look back on this video years from now. Many videos like this all over the internet talking about if you don't change, you will be destroyed. It's in your Bible, for goodness sake. Many religions talk about the same thing. We are coming into a time when the world will change. In the twinkling of an eye, you won't even know it. It's going to catch you off guard. Now is the time for you to get right. Now is the time for you to understand what's really going on. Now is the time for you to understand. It's time for us to unite as a people. The time for crying and everything was yesterday. That's in the past. The time for moaning and thinking about what we're going to do tomorrow, that's all over. Now is the time for God bodies. God bodies. 7/15/41. God bodies. 31/96. God bodies. God bodies will rise. Devas and Devis, I'm talking to you. God bodies are going to rise. The world is only getting darker, and you're just going to work. I understand you have to feed your family, that's cool. But that's the problem with the world. They only look out for number one. If everybody gave to everybody, everybody have everything. But there are people who have nothing. So that means they're not getting something. And you are to blame because you know these things and you choose not to do it. But instead of taking my word for it, you want to argue. There are gods on this planet and they know what I'm talking about is the truth. And when they rise, there no Illuminati, no Freemason, no android, no robot, no demon, no spirit is going to stop this rise. And I'm going to be the one to lead it. Either me or I'm going to spark the mind of the other man to lead this. He's going to lead it. He's going to usher in that new age movement. That new age, that new world. Not no technological and microchips, credit cards, all that's going out the window. The J's, the Jordans, all that's going out the window. We're going to have our own new clothing line. We're going to have our own new world. We're going to reshape the continents, the landscapes, recreate the waterfalls. It's going to be our world. It's going to be our time to rise. And we're going to do it while you watch. You're going to watch us make this new world from the pits of hell. You're going to watch us create this new world. And it's going to be beautiful. More beautiful than the world you tried to create. More beautiful than the world that you perceive right now. Because the world you perceive, you love the malls and the Gucci stores and the Gucci purses. But one group of people who will rise will be the women who have nothing. Will be the children. They're the most innocent. Those who have nothing. Those people who literally have nothing and are meek. They have nothing in this world. And every day you walk over them. I'm talking to you, so-called God. so-called goddess, you walk over them. You're going to watch us create this new world. I'm talking to you, Mr. Enlightened Man. You know exactly who I'm talking to. I'm looking into your soul and you know it. Either you're going to do what's right or you're going to get left and be destroyed. We can all make the world a better place. We can all do something. We can all do something to benefit this world. We can all do something to grow. We can all do something to help our brothers and our sisters. We can all do something to help out the neighbor. But the more you continue to follow this path of destruction, you're going to know exactly who God was. We are on this earth, and you will see us transform in front of you. Before I end this video, I just want you to know, everybody, do not take the message serious to the point where you believe you cannot change, because you can. Do not believe there is no hope for you. There is hope for all living entities. If you can think, if you know the definition of hope, if you know what hope means, then there is hope for you. Tethastu. Kol Asher Hava, K. signing out. Peace. Stay blessed, everybody.